Hi, and good morning, everybody, and I hope everybody's doing great today. It is pretty early. As you can see behind me, it's still actually pretty dark. So I thought I would come on this morning before I started to get ready and have a bit of a coffee cluck with everybody. Um, so my topic today would be, well, just men. Maybe not men as a whole, because I'm sure, not all of you are like anyway, so I'll get to my story and why I'm. Uh, so last night, of course, I'm on all social medias. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and of course here YouTube. And I had this gentleman message me through TikTok, and of course, if anybody has TikTok, they know. I mean, you got to go and look, and then if you accept the message and read it, whatever, blah blah blah. So I go and do this. Now, keep in mind, I don't mind if people say hi or, I watch your videos or whatever it is. And I mean, I appreciate those messages as well. But this gentleman decided it would be a fantastic opportunity for him to basically offer me money for my company in terms of time, I guess, because I mean, I have no idea where this person is or where they're from. And so I have no idea whether or not, like, it was just a weird beginning of a conversation. Because as it goes, hi, I'm so and so. I started following you, and I hope I don't bug your evening. Um, but I would very much like you to be my sugar baby, and if you give me your time and whatever, I'll pay you $5,000 a week, and all your expenses will be met, and blah 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 blah. So, me being the good old me that I am, I decided that was a perfect opportunity to sort of mess with someone a little bit because let's be real, people. I mean, first off, if you've ever watched any of my videos at all, you will know that in my working life, I was a tradesperson, a carpenter, a painter. So that sort of approach would never work with me. I mean, you're not, come on. But and aside from the fact that I have a partner, again, if you've ever watched any of my videos, you will know I do talk about him quite a bit, or at least here and there. Not that he isn't a huge and most important part of my life, but I feel like if he wanted the opportunity to be on camera or to come and be a part of my video vlogs, then he would absolutely do that. He doesn't at this point, or I mean, that's not his thing, so he just wouldn't. And I mean, he works all the time, so during the morning when I do my videos, he's usually already off and at work. And I do that so that we don't sort of bump into each other. We do have a one bedroom apartment. It's him and I, so um, yeah. In that respect, it's like sorry. And again, I don't mind messages and whatever. So, I mean, went back on there and I says, my boyfriend jokingly uh, would have started with 10,000 because he says I'm awesome. uh, for me, that was funny because it was just a joke. I really didn't mean to like anything by it, right? And then I put underneath, in all seriousness or all joking aside, thank you very much for the message and for the time, but I'm not that girl. Like, you're not. No. I would have thought at that point, probably should have been the end of it, right? He decides to come back with, oh well, I want to be a sugar daddy to a young lady, and I want to financially help her, but I don't expect sex, and I don't expect anything like that. I just want someone, to essentially be available to talk to whenever I want to talk to them. And I was like, well, in my mind, I'm thinking, there's got to be 1,000 other girls out there that would take that offer. Like, so me being the good old me that I am, I was like, okay, you want to go down this road? Let's go down this road. So I was like, oh, okay, great. So here's my email for my e-transfer. Go ahead and send me the money. I mean, if you're just gonna flagrantly toss that out there like that, then yeah, okay. You want my time, you want my attention. You think that's how you're getting it. So, and I've already told you I have a partner, so apparently that didn't phase you at all. So, okay, if you're willing to, essentially pay me for no time, or well, whatever, I guess he wanted to, like, start talking. And that was the other thing that I found funny, okay? So as soon as I come back at him with, oh, okay, so this is the arrangement, like we're gonna talk and then you're just gonna pay me money? Oh, okay. And you don't expect sex or any nasty pictures or anything. Oh, well then here's my email. Pony up. Right? Backpedaled so freaking hard at that point, everybody. Wasn't even funny, okay? So then he comes back with, whoa, pump the brakes. Like, we just started talking. Like, I'm not going to just give you money. Oh, you're not just going to give me money? Well, you know, it's funny how someone's going to come up on you with, oh, I'm Mr. Big Man and I'm just going to throw my money at you and you're going to be one of these girls that's, oh, yes, I'll take your money. Honey, no. Honey Boo Boo Child, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. You know, like, and again, if you're a lonely individual out there, and I'm sorry if that's the case, and you're looking for some companionship, whether it be someone to talk to, jumping on social media to someone, and I mean, for myself, I do videos for everybody, makeup tutorials and eye looks, and I do that for my girlies out there because I love to do it. But I am not looking for a husband. I have a man. I am not looking for a sugar daddy. I ain't that girl. And I am not looking for scammers or like, I mean, I will have fun if you come on and you say something, you know, in my message that's like in my DM that's absolutely ridiculous, like this gentleman did, then I will come back with something pretty decent for you. And not because I really want to engage, but it's just the whole premise behind it was so ridiculous for me. Now I don't know about you ladies out there. Like, how would y'all address that? Seriously, how would any of you girlies out there be like, if this guy just randomly popped up on your DM and started chip 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 about, oh, I got money and I'm just gonna pay you for your time and oh, this is the amount I'm gonna give you every week? You're telling me you wouldn't play with that a little, right? I know I did. Now the funnier part about that is that my partner was sitting beside me the entire time, saw everything, both him and I respond to each other. I ain't shady. I ain't gonna hide something like that from my partner. Him and I have been together for a while, and that's my relationship. I don't let nothing play like that. Not in the middle of us. Mm-mm. That ain't right. You know? So yeah, that is sort of where I went with that. I decided to take a humorous little bit of a turn with that, and I just love how a guy, you know, the minute you call him up on it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you $5,000 a week for no sex, and not, you know, no nasty picture." Yeah. Oh, honey, sweet child. Mm-mm. You know, I live in the prairies, central Canada. You know, beautiful city. I love Winnipeg. Winnipeg is, you know, I came here from little old Brandon, Manitoba. But I did not fall off no turnip truck. So the funny part about it, you know, because we went back and forth for about, oh, an hour. It was fun. I was entertained. And the funny thing about that is, you know, you're going to come at me with a line of trust. I find that hilarious, like hysterical. A line of trust. I don't know you. You pop up on my DM. You try and shady ask me, like, offer me money. And then you backpedal hard when I'm like, oh, okay, you're gonna pay me, go for it. Yeah, here's my email for e-transfer. And you're like, whoa, pump the brakes, girl. You're like, you don't have to come off on me like that. Oh, but you came at me like that first. Okay. He's like, but because, like, I could give you a payment, sure, like, money's no problem. I always exceed expectations. Oh, let's see how this works. You exceed expectations, do you? Okay. But, you don't have to come at me like that because, like, it's a trust thing because we got to talk a little bit. Oh, okay, you want to talk a little bit. Okay. Talk? We're here. Go ahead. What you got to say? Well, I want to get to know you better, like, so, I mean, how do I know that after, I give you your first payment, you're not just going to block me and, like, I'll never hear from you again, because that's what's happened to me. And I'm thinking, if you're out there offering girls money for time and no sex or no nasty pictures, which, really? I mean, nice start off line, and thousands might believe you. But, welcome to the real world. I don't think that's quite how you were, thinking that was going to go. But, it was just kind of funny how he's, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I'm going to, offer you all this money. And then when I call you up on it, you're just like, whoa, no, no, no. And then turn around and talk to me about trust. I don't know you. You popped up on my DM. I didn't ask you for money. You offered it. And then when I said, oh, okay, you're going to pay me, oh, here's my, and then oh, well, I need to trust you first. So can I have your phone number so we can, like talk off of here? So we can share pictures? Thought there was no sex and no nasty pictures. But why would you want to trade pictures? And we can talk perfectly through the DM. We've been doing it, like, right? So I had to hit him back with, well, you know what? How do I trust that, like, you and I start talking and I give you, like, my phone number, because that had ever happened in a lifetime ever, like, no. But, let's go out on a wild limb and say, yeah, okay, I gave you my phone number and we're gonna, text each other. How do I know you're gonna pay me? Right? Because, I mean, it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. Like, trust is a two-way street. So, like, anybody wanting to build trust, considering you came up to me, you're going to pay me half then, right? Yeah. Because, I mean, you say money's no problem, and you exceed expectations, and, you're good for your word, and so, yeah, that seems reasonable, right? To which he comes back to me, oh, I don't know, I don't think that, like, I don't think I could possibly trust you there, like, blah, blah. I was like, great! So we're on the same page. Have a nice evening. And that's exactly where I dropped it, because, like, really? Okay, so, nice game. Glad you tried to run it. Wasn't gonna work over here. I'm not desperate. I don't sell my soul. And I'm actually a pretty legit person that way. So, like, it was just really funny. But I just thought, that was hilarious. Me and my partner had about a good fun hour with that. And he was like, man, this guy's, like, interesting that he would, and I was like, hey, sometimes I guess that's what guys feel they can do to a girl, that they can pop up on her Instagram or her TikTok. And this was a TikTok thing. So, yeah, I find that out of all social media platforms that I have present where I do these makeup tutorials and and basically, my whole video genre is either deals for my girls here in Winnipeg. When if I find something that's a super awesome deal, then yeah, I'm definitely going to be hitting my girls up here in Winnipeg and telling them about it because I think everybody, of course, likes to save a few bucks. So, and then in the other part of that is the makeup tutorials. I absolutely love finding cool eye looks on, Pinterest or wherever where I can get my inspiration from, and then trying to replicate those and showing you all. That's sort of where my thing comes from, and I mean, it has nothing to do with anything other than I just enjoy doing that. So, to everybody out there, of course, that if you know anything, if you're hearing what I'm saying, you'll know that coming up on me like that is not going to get you any kind of good attention. It's not going to get you any kind of right attention. It's not going to. I mean, it's just not going to get you anywhere, really. Like, and to all my girlies out there that have an experience something like that, where men are a little more brazen than they probably should have been, or a little more, quick to come out with, oh yeah, I'm Mr. Big, and you called them out on it. Yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know your story. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, so that's my coffee clock for this morning. And thank you all for joining me. And it was a rather entertaining conversation yesterday, and I was glad I could share it with you because I just thought it was funny. I really did. And yeah, so stay tuned for more coffee clucks. Of course, as interesting things happen to me, I will be happy to come on and cluck about them and share with you. And drop me a comment if you don't know what to say. Just say hi or watched. It's always good for my algorithm. And thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Have a super great day. And stay tuned for another eye look later on. Bye, my girlies.